Yeah, we love Easter. I'm fasting for Lent at the moment, so
are you?
yeah,
No,
Easter Sunday, and I'll be
Well
eating
done.
again. We are so excited to be back with our Easter cooking show. It's a big one.
It is. It's a scary one. Well, most people think it's scary.
I told her to go big or go home, and she's gone big. What have we got today?
We have got a dal. So we're making a Gujarati dal, which is a whole green Moong Daal. So I've soaked these, pre-soaked them. I've soaked for about 3 hours now. So those who haven't got a pressure cooker, you definitely need to soak them maybe overnight and then boil them through.
So this isn't mung beans, this is Moong Daal.
It is what mung beans come from when they sprout.
So when they buy this in the shop, they look for mung.
Mung, yeah. M-O-O-N-G.
Oh, I thought it was M-U-N-G, because that's what mung beans are, I think. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so the ingredients.
Yes.
We are going to use ghee with this. For those that don't like ghee, you can use oil. Then there's a cumin coriander powder, some whole cumin seeds. I've got some garlic, 4 cloves of garlic, some curry leaves,
Ooh, lovely.
cinnamon stick, about 1 inch, some ginger, and chilies, 3 chilies or more if you like it spicy. We're using fresh tomatoes, so I've got some lovely red fresh tomatoes that we will blend down. Salt, 1 chopped up red onions, and some coriander.
Oh, that looks healthy. So is this the pressure cooker then?
This is a pressure cooker. Yep, there's the whistle. So we're going to make the Moong Daal in here. So I have pre-soaked these, but if you're using a pressure cooker you don't need to generally. Be good if you give them a good wash though. So this is a cup of dal. To make sure it cooks through, so I'm going to put the same quantity of water dal mixture that I had before and put that over the top. There we go. Okay, so you can see how much water is in there. It's about 1 inch from where the dal is. Okay, so once you've got the water in there, stick the lid on and get it to boil up on medium heat.
So you're just chopping up the tomatoes to go in this base now?
Yeah, just cutting them up into small pieces so they can be blended down. I don't mind leaving the skin on because that just blends down as well. So we're just going to blitz down the garlic, ginger and chilies. So here we go. And I added a bit of water to turn it into a nice paste. So heat the pan up. Once the pan is heated, add in your ghee. I'll put 2 big spoons in.
Is that about a tablespoon?
That would be a tablespoon. We're going to add in the curry leaves.
Oh, that smell.
Smell the curry.
I think that's one of my favourite smells is the curry leaf.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I'm not that fussed about it when it goes all soft afterwards, but the added to the pot.
Definitely. And I've put in the cinnamon sticks. Just going to let this cook off a bit and release all the oils. A teaspoon of cumin seeds.
And they're fizzing nicely.
All these oils releasing, the smell is just incredible. That's it. So once the cumin starts to turn brown, we are going to add in, saute our onions. You want to cook these off until the onions are translucent and soft through. So it'll probably take about 10 minutes or so.
You can see here that the onion's sautéing nicely. As Nisha said, we're looking for translucent onions, not burnt crisp onions.
Yeah, so you can see these are starting to turn here. They've still got a bit of a crunch in them, so a bit longer.
This is what a pressure cooker looks like. So it's starting to really build. So I'm waiting for the whistle now. Is it far off?
So these are now nicely, lightly brown, translucent and softened. So we're ready to go with the tomatoes.
This is our 4 juicy red tomatoes.
This is it.
All pulped.
That's right. You can use it, like I said, a blended down tin of tomatoes or chopped tomatoes.
Not quite the same though, is it? But whatever you got.
Whatever you got. I don't mind it actually in this dish. It's quite nice. There you go. Now we're going to evaporate all the tomatoes. Let it go quite thick till the ghee, you can see the ghee releasing. We are going to add the spices in there so they can start infusing.
It's a lovely spice mix.
Cumin, coriander, a teaspoon. I'm going to add 1.5. Salt to this.
As always, this is optional.
Optional. It's up to you how much salt you eat personally. So I'll put in a teaspoon of salt, and then we can always add to it later on if we feel like it needs some more. We've got to think about the tomatoes and the onions taking up the salt, and also the daal's going to come in, so that's going to take up the salt. So we'll probably need a bit more.
So our pressure cooker is about to blow. Unfortunately, our tripod has just expanded and smashed our Sony camera to the floor with a 2.5 gram lens on. So Sony, if you are watching this and want to donate another 2470, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Never know.
Never know, the power of social media. We are now without our filming camera. We're on a GoPro now.
So you can add sugar to this too. I usually use jaggery, which is raw cane sugar. There we go. It's called gore in our language, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to put that in. It's about a tablespoon, and that melts down. That melts down quite nicely, and you have a lovely. It splits with the ghee as well. So it's been about 15 minutes and the tomatoes have blended down. You can see the bubbles coming through of the ghee and the gore. Now with fresh tomatoes, this is what it sort of looks like, quite chunky, but it will come down still once we put the daal in. What I do like doing with fresh tomatoes is adding a bit of water at this stage and just letting it cook a little bit more.
What does that do?
It just helps, like the tomatoes are still a bit chunky. I just like it to be a bit more cooked through, and the tomatoes the water allows it to bubble. So not too much, there you go.
No, it didn't bubble as much as I thought it was going to.
No, I have reduced down the heat, and I'm going to now put in the ginger garlic paste, ginger garlic chili paste. I'm going to reserve a little bit in there for later on once the daal goes in.
This is the ginger garlic and chili paste.
Yeah. Just going to have a little taste just to check the salt level. So I can taste the sweetness, but I believe it needs a bit more salt and a bit of lemon. So we're going to add a bit of lemon a bit later. I'm going to add another spoon of salt for the tomatoes. I'm also at this point going to add some of the coriander. So we've got stalks. Stalks are really good at this point, or you can add it all together. So I'm going to put half in now and half in at the end. So let's see what this looks like. Just going to release the steam. There you go. It's all soft. And cook through. Bit hot. There you go. And add some turmeric. You could put this in at the beginning when you put your cumin coriander powder in as well, but it will.
How much turmeric are you adding?
I just put half a teaspoon in. You don't need too much. Right, you can see the difference now. It's really softened up. There's no huge lumps of tomato. Tomatoes look properly cooked through. The oil is coming through. You've got little droplets, and now we're going to add in our dal to the mixture, our cooked dal. So we've got our tomato mixture. Okay, so it depends how thick you want your dal. I like mine a bit runny. If you can have this with chapati as your curry on the side with your chapati, then you might want to keep it thick. I like it more runny, like a dal, more wet. Yeah, there's various types of dals. Some have bits in them, some are totally blended and more runny. So I'm just going to clear this pot.
Oh, I see, so it's a lot better.
Yeah. So we're going to let it all come together, and we're going to evaporate about 1 centimetre of water here from the top, and that will give it time for all the flavours to soak into the water.
So this is our dal now, which has all been bubbling on the stove and is ready. Actually a little bit thinner now because Nishal likes it like that, but it's quite thick too. So we'll cut some fresh coriander up and put in it. This is quite a long dish.
Yeah, it's a dish that you sort of do with another dish. So while it's cooking over, I would make bhakri or chapatis or something like that, and I'd have a rice going on one side as well. So yeah.
We've done the tikki bhakri before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've done tikki bhakri. I think we've done plain bhakri as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like with the cumin seeds in it.
Yeah.
So that's a thick chapati. So it's a thick chapati, so it could scoop up the dal with it.
We've also done a rice dish as well.
Yeah, I would just make a plain rice with this to accompany it.
So what I'll do is our rice had, was it spinach in it?
Spinach and cumin?
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll pin that on and we'll do that.
But we do make it plain first, don't we?
Yeah, we do make it plain first, so you can just stop there. So we've now made our dal. It's just how Nishal likes it. We're just dishing it up now.
There we go.
Lovely. I'm going to pin a rice dish and a bread dish to this for you to show you what you can have with it. And we're going to now move on to our Indian tonic drink. Nice refreshing tonic for you. So we'll see you in the next video.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.